What's up, y'all? Cattle Prod here, back again. Appalachian Warlord, kicking ass, taking names. Drinking tea from my Indian mug. Yes, this is black tea, unsweet, like fucking real men. And black coffee. It's too late in the morning to drink coffee. I started today with water, coffee, and water. Some point have a cup of tea. It's cup of tea time because I read some comments from our good friend Josh from the swamp, who's changed his handle for reasons that we might get into a little bit. We're going to listen to this while we're talking about it. They keep bringing it up because apparently Rottrevore is playing a show. So we're listening to Rotrevore's demo, hung by the eye sockets. Well, I just dropped everything. We'll get it in a minute. There's the inside tray. Track listings, just 3 tracks. No, seriously, where'd that go? That bitch slid all the way under the damn chair. I got that vinyl tile floor. Y'all ever get that? That luxury vinyl tile or economy vinyl tile? It's a way to go. Fuck carpet. This is metal, not housing. I'm talking about housing and that kind of shit all day long. I don't want to talk about that here. I talk about this shit in real life. Anywho, oh yeah, here's the rest of the thing here. So, there we go. That's better. That's what y'all want to see. Look at that big old 6-string bass. I wonder if they still use that. Is that guy still in the band? There's your lyrics and thank yous and all that. Apparently it's produced by Eric Rutan. Also mentioned with Ripping Corpse of Eric Rutan of Ripping Corpse. Just to mention that earlier, like, oh my god, if y'all have not heard that Ripping Corpse demo, oh, it's on YouTube. Go listen to it. It is profound. A lot of not a lot of vocals, so it's like jamming, but death metal. So just imagine your hippie stoner jam band, but it's brutal death metal. Fuck, it's so good. I don't know why, like, man, why is that not just everywhere? That's some good shit right there. So yeah, let's talk about our good friend Josh. Do I have anything else to talk about? Get to that. Get a sip of tea and we'll talk about our friend Josh over here. Josh from Louisiana, he says, thank you. We love your videos. Oh, there's a we in there. You deleted your channel. Because you can't deal with it right now? Nah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Years ago, I couldn't have done this. I just happen to be at a particular time in my life when I can dedicate 20, 30 minutes a day doing this. Just feel like you're making a fool out of yourself. Hey man, join the fucking club, dude. Like, my life is literally just I feel like I make a fool out of myself. I don't care, man. I just live. I know some of the greatest public speakers, comedians, writers, authors, artists, musicians. Some of the top people, you know, they had that don't fucking care attitude, you know, act like a buffoon or whatever. Now, there's limits to how far you want to go with it. Obviously, I'm not going to do satanic humiliation rituals to please any of you. So, yeah, I have my limits how far I will go. Just find your boundaries and work within them. I think they call that playing within your weaknesses. Playing with your weaknesses is a strength. Just find out what you can't do, don't do it, and really work on the things you can. That's just me, man. That's just my advice. You said in here you're 47, dude. I'm 46, so we are, yeah, right there. Another bit of wisdom I want to give you. I don't know if you know what a 1%er is. It's a biker, but a 1%er talked to me one day. He was chatting with me. I won't get into the details of it, but the profound wisdom that this guy shared with me was own it. Own it. If you want to be like this, just own it. He's like, you do these things, own it. If you ever get sweat by somebody, giving you shit over a thing, fucking own it. Like, there's a dude in the comment section, he kept calling me like a nerd or a dork, saying I listen to like whatever, just to make me sound silly. Like, anime, that's what he kept doing, the anime shit. Which I don't give a fuck. I really don't know anything about anime. You'd have to talk to my wife about that. She's the anime person, not me. I'm more of the 40K Horus Heresy nerd. I own it. I'm fucking into this shit. I painted this shit. Y'all, you see your paint jobs. Oh, you don't have them? Fuck off. Own it. You see what I'm saying? That's for everybody, but that's also for our friend Josh. And give Josh, big horns up and a what's up. This guy's brave coming out and putting this in the comments and telling me this stuff about him. That takes a lot of inner strength. Josh, you have inner strength. You tried a YouTube channel. You couldn't make it work in your life at that particular point in your life. It's fine. I wasn't always a motorcycle rider. I'm never gonna be a 1%er. It's just stone now, But I ride now, and I realize the ropes, and I'm just some guy on a bike who listens to death metal and says fucking weird shit. Own it! So, no, it takes a lot of inner strength, man, and you got it, bro. I know you're having a little physical problem there through an accident and all. I shouldn't be talking about your shit, dude. I apologize. But Josh is a strong guy, y'all, and anybody else who's hearing this and just having one of those weak moments, man, we all go through them. We all go through them. Just because you see me sitting up here looking pretty in front of a camera for about 20 minutes a day, that doesn't, I have weak moments too. It's just I don't share them with y'all. But sometimes I will if I think it's funny. I got more of those stories coming up. I got more cop stories. You're going to love them, I hope. If you're liking the other ones, you'll like these. Moving on, back to Josh. I get so segued here. Anyways, I'm going to skip this part over here. Oh, yeah, because Josh was, he's from 47, man. He was back in the real death metal days, man, the 90s and shit. You found out that Sammy had joined Crowbar. So that's Sammy Duet of Acid Bath. And I said on a previous video, I saw Crowbar jam with Sammy Duet from Acid Bath. It was fucking amazing. So apparently, Josh knew about this. Well, Josh, I saw that show. It was fucking awesome. In 98, 98 sounds really accurate, my friend. It really does. You have an Acid Bath story. Back to 94, 3 demos on cassette. Oh my god, I wish you still had those. Do you still have those? Who am I? You were 15 at the time. Damn right, dude. Yeah. Man, you were doing better than I was at 94. I had, Tomb of the Mutilated by that point? Is that right? Shit, was that the Bleeding? Playing in Mandeville. I guess Mandeville's a city in Louisiana. I'm not really familiar with that one, but... this is great. Me and 4 other people went, and none of us could get in because we were underage. That is the most fucked up thing. How is a metal show 18 and up, dude? We had the Abyss in Houston, Texas. Instant Karma, Cardi's. That bar I saw Crowbar at. I can't remember the name of that one. Saw Crowbar there. Saw Soylent Green there. Saw a couple other bands there, I think. Can't remember the name of that bar. Y'all gonna have to help me with that one. But yeah, underage? There was no underage, man. If you could get your ass to that show and walk up and pay money, go on in. They didn't care. That's sad that you guys could not get in. Because that would not have happened in Houston. Oh, Louisiana was different back then, too, man. Y'all had different drinking rules and stuff like that. Maybe it wasn't drinking. I don't know. Texas and Louisiana laws are kind of polar opposite of each other. Louisiana's laws are polar opposite of the rest of the country. Louisiana's a foreign country, y'all. If you've never been in Louisiana and never visited that place, it is a foreign country. Everybody talks about Hawaii being a foreign country in America. You haven't gone to Louisiana, and I mean south of I-10. You got to go south of I-10. Baton Rouge, New Orleans, all that good shit. Did I say that right? I just like saying Baton Rouge. Like putting some kind of Pepe Le Pew accent in it. Oh, by the way, they actually speak another language down there, and it ain't French. They say Creole. That ain't what that shit is. It's like a mush mouth. You ever see that Water Boy? It's kind of like that, but French and other languages. Like the Gullah from South Carolina, which is also like a dialect of some African language mixed with Southern drawl. I know a lot of useless information. That's why I'm an unreliable narrator. I can't ever get the facts straight in my head. I mean, they're all facts, but they got all mixed up. So I'm starting to talk about an underage show with acid bath, and now I'm talking about foreign languages. My God, my attention span's fucking garbage. I'm good on a bike, though. Good on a bike. Never get any complaints about anybody I ride with, man. So you put me in the bike, I lock in, man. I just focus, you know. Talking is a different story. Own it! Anyways, so yeah, you couldn't get into that show, but you hung out in a parking lot since you couldn't get in. It's a memory you cherish. Well, yeah, I hope you could hear him out there. I mean, if you could hear him out there, I would definitely sit in the parking lot, too. I got thrown out of a show one time in Austin because I went in there and kind of rumbled with some of the college kids and ended up being a little rough. Which for Houston standards was, or Dallas standards, it was very normal, but you went to Austin and like all of a sudden you try the same stuff and they're like, whoa, the university kids can't handle that kind of garbage. So I got politely asked not to do that, then told time to leave. The bouncer got a hold of me though, and I just like bent down, literally just bent down and grabbed his legs and picked his legs up. So now we're holding onto each other. I got his legs, he's got my torso. And I just kind of leaned back, like, where do you want to go? And he's like, let's go outside. I'm like, all right, cool. So I went to the door and opened it up with him. I just barreled it. He knew it was coming too, like, do. It just slammed right through. There was a Cryptopsy show. None So Vile, maybe? Tour, I don't remember. Anyways, so you couldn't get in, so you remember you should cherish being out, hanging out in that parking lot. But you also got to see... Sammy, Dax, Mike, Jimmy, Audie, rest in peace. Yeah, man, you met that guy, and got to see him on their prison tour bus, which you go on to explain it was literally a Primer Gray prison bus. That's cool. I guess it was cheap. I guess it's easy to work on. Y'all got a free burp. I was eating some leftover pizza and drinking my tea. I'm reading. Oh yeah, if anybody else heard the story about the tour bus being sold to a band, a local band, does anybody have any information on that? Jump in the comments. If you can corroborate Josh's story here, that'd be awesome, or add to it. You know, that helps. Anybody got any information about acid bath stories? This is the place to talk about it. Okay, another thing that comes to mind, fucking Merciful Fate. He says, fucking Merciful Fate. Like, you must be a Merciful Fate King Diamond fan. That's awesome. I'm not a huge fan. I've never got into them, but obviously I know who it is. I've heard them. I've listened to it. The falsetto kind of didn't do it for me. But it was good music, though. It was good music. But I knew a bunch of jocks and shit that loved Merciful Fate. I knew jocks, well-playing jocks. They love Merciful Fate, man. We'd fight and argue. When it came to metal, though, some of them would ease down, like, whoa, this guy's into metal, we shouldn't fight him. The other ones, Pantera changed all that. Pantera kind of, like, put the metalheads and the jocks all kind of in one good conglomerate. We stopped fighting each other for real and fought each other for fun. That's my memories. Back to seeing Merciful Fate at Zeppelin's and Metier. I'm familiar with Metier. It's that city is on tour shirts that I own. One of them is Cannibal Corpse. At Zeppelin's, I remember I heard of Zeppelin's, man, when we were checking out bands and tours and other stuff. We would hear about Zeppelin's. We knew that was the place to go. Never went personally, but I knew bands that played there and heard good things about it. So you saw Merciful Fate and Nevermore. Nevermore was alright. Didn't Paul Bostaff play drums for them, I think? Before he went to Slayer. Yeah, Nevermore was good. Good thrash metal band. I wasn't super into it because I'm not into thrash, but I remember Nevermore being good. Testament, Exodus, yeah, I'm familiar with all them. Alone in the Dark. Man, that's a badass Testament song. And that Do Not Resuscitate. Another good one. I like that one. If I'm going to say Testament, that's the stuff I'm saying. So that, yeah. King Diamond came out, and Sammy tried to spit fire with booze right when King was leaving. Oh, that's cool. Well, you use whiskey. It says flame of whiskey. Yeah, whiskey doesn't light on fire unless it's 100 proof or higher. Wild Turkey 101 for my drinkers out there. Anybody had some Wild Turkey 101? That'll put some hair on your ass. Woo! Peels paint, degreases engines, and kills brain cells. I don't drink anymore, but I've had 101 and some 100 proof alcohol. Actually, I'll mess you up. But yeah, what do we got here? Your best friend Eric, who's no longer with us. Rest in peace, Eric. I'm sure you were a cool dude if you had to have been, if you were at this with this guy. Y'all had to have been cool. Y'all had been the coolest fucking guys. So your best friend thought he had lost his glasses, or lost his glasses. So you dug through the trash, because it's swept up and thrown everything out, and you're digging through the trash looking for your friend's glasses. Hey, I've lost glasses at shows. These are contacts. I've lost glasses, had them broken at shows, broken at parties. Oh my God. Guys with glasses, man, get those things off when you get in the pit, dog, or don't even get near that pit. So, looking through the garbage for your buddy Eric's glasses and find out they were in his pocket. Yeah, I've done shit like that. Eric, man, we are cut from the same cloth. I have done the exact same thing. I used to have hard cases for my glasses and shit like that. Stick them in so I could get in the pit. Didn't worry about them, get them fucked up. And then, yeah, you forget that you did that. Yeah, been there. Yeah, you get excited. You're having a good time. You're seeing badass bands, man. I'd forget that I own glasses. So I go to drive, and you're like, I can't see a fucking thing. Oh, yeah, let me get these things out. Yeah, oh, there we go. Oh, so Rottrevore ended. I'm going to hit repeat so that turns back on. Before I did this, I meant to hit repeat the disc, and I didn't, because I got so excited, because I read this, and I didn't want to read it too deeply, because I wanted to share my genuine thoughts while reading it. I just kind of got a good hint of what was going on here. Yep, Zeppelin's, Métier. Anybody out there? Zeppelin's in Métier, Louisiana. Anybody ever heard of it? Awesome bands played there. Small place, damn near every band will play there. You said a mouthful. You saw these bands. He's got these bands listed that he saw in Métier at Zeppelin's. Man, this is his bullet belt right here, y'all. Josh's bullet belt. Morbid Angel, Nile. I saw Morbid Angel several times. Saw Morbid Angel with Nile. Deicide. Saw Deicide several times. Saw Deicide with Vital Remains and Infernal Dominion. Correct me if I'm wrong if I actually saw that. I think I saw that. I have a memory of seeing that. Unreliable narrator. Hammerfall. I'm not familiar with Hammerfall. If I saw the album cover or heard it, I'd probably recognize it, but I'm not super familiar with it. Nevermore, just talked about that. Death. I missed Death. I missed it. I didn't see Death. I never saw Death. Never saw Chuck Schuldiner, man. Crowbar. Saw Crowbar. Soylent Green. Yeah, man. That was fun, man. Abuse. Not familiar with Abuse. The name sounds cool. Agents of Oblivion. I think that's a Dax Riggs band, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was Dax Riggs' other band. Yeah. So what else we got here? A lot of others escaping your memory. You saw Cannibal Corpse on the Bleeding Tour with Chris Barnes. Look at that. Josh has got so many bullets in that fucking bullet belt, yo. And you saw Pungent Stench. Yeah, wow, I didn't see Pungent Stench. I would have seen that, but I never got a chance to see it. By the time I got into shows, they'd already come and gone. And do I remember Sweet Nightmares? Watch the back catalog, especially the one with flyers, because you can see Sweet Nightmares and From the Depths in there. I think I talked about it. I talk about Wes Weaver Imprecation a lot when I first started this. Yeah, I'm very familiar with Sweet Nightmares, man. That was it. It was a radio show, y'all. KPFT. I believe it was Pacific Radio, or is that what it went to? I don't remember. But I know KPFT was what it went to. I don't know if it started that way. I think it was K-True where it started. But yeah, no. What we would do, I've mentioned this before. I mentioned it again, man. Back in the day, Josh is like, let me know if you did this. We would take blank cassettes, wait for the radio show to start, and put our blank cassettes because the show was usually like an hour. And those tapes would be like an hour long. So we just put a tape in there as soon as like that call sign went up, hit record, We record the shows, and we would have stacks of those tapes. Old school dudes talk about tape trading. Tape trading for us was, burn a copy, record a copy with a blank cassette of another cassette, or even CDs, as later on it would be CDs too. We'd use CDs to make tapes. So we'd take those cassette tapes and just be like, oh, this is the radio shows, this is whatever band this is. That was tape trading. We got into VHS tape trading. We found another group of people that did VHS tape trading. I wish I hadn't done that. We saw things on those VHS tapes that, homie, some of y'all, I guarantee you, if you had seen some of those tapes, you'd turn around and walked away. Your asses have been in church. You've had a polo shirt on. You had a wife and kids. You'd have been like, had an office job, and you would have never remembered that. You would have seen us years later and be like, I have no memory of you. That's how white hot those fucking tapes were back in the day. I will not share here. Comment. Entice me to tell you this story because some of them are really fucked up, and I don't know if I can get this through on YouTube, but we'll see what we can do. We're over 20 minutes. Look at that. I gotta keep going. This is Josh. Josh has got good stuff to say. You had a cassette of Dark Rain before it was Imprecation, and the mighty Ruben, I cannot, Cavos, C-A-V-O-S, I think that's his name. Yeah, he's passed away. I met Ruben, yeah, I knew him. But no, I did not see Dark Rain or have any material by him. That's cool that you did. Ruben personally told you this one was a surviving one from back in the day that he had handmade. Wow, dude, you still have that. My goodness. And I want to wrap up here, I guess, with Grimoire of Exalted Deeds. Dude, Metal Monster, Grimoire of Exalted Deeds. I got a video called Publications in Hell. I talk a little bit about that. It was one of my early videos. My format's completely different. I didn't have the confidence I have now. But yes, I remember Grimoire. Metal Monster, Beelzebub. Oh yeah, if y'all didn't know, Grimoire of Exalted Deeds was done with like newspaper. It was printed like at a newspaper, wherever they printed newspapers. So they printed it there, so they got it done on the cheap, and they just gave them away. And they were thick, dude. You got all kinds of reviews and interviews and just shit talking. But you would see like stuff for bands where it'd give out their addresses and shit like that, and you could order their stuff. Or some of them, they were like, send us a blank tape. We will record that tape for you and send it back. But you had to give them like $5 or whatever, or $2 or whatever. And that was usually for postage. Man, those days were awesome. Those days were so cool. We got the internet, which I'm glad we do because now we can hear all this shit. But man, it just takes away from like the camaraderie that you got by going to those shows, recognizing each other. Yo, what's up? And then vouching for another person. Like, oh, dude, we just talked to this guy. He's cool as fuck, dude. And we're like, okay, well, I'll talk to him. Oh, no, he's cool as fuck. And then, that was always cool. Of course, that works two ways. It's a double-edged sword. You can gain some profound knowledge by fucking around and finding out. But some people would come in, try to rumble and start some shit, and, well, you can see that camaraderie flip against you. If you're the one swinging in that pit, yeah, buddy, your day's about to be bad. I seen dudes take some serious hits. And, hey, man, you did that. Not me. Well, anyways, Josh, thank you. This guy's, I feel like we're kin here. It's my brother right there. Hell yeah. Brothers in metal. He's from the Gulf Coast. It's so cool. Y'all, everybody else, say hey to that guy. Give him a tip of the hat, horns up, whatever. That's all I got for you today. Jamming Rottrevore. That's hung by the ice line. Sorry I talked over most of that. Some of the dudes up in like Ohio are going to be seeing Rottrevore. It's a shame I won't be able to make it to that. Going to Ohio is kind of not something I could just do. But that's all I got for y'all now. Y'all take care. See you next time.